1.1, the linear equation and the rational equations. In this section, you are going to learn use the vocabulary related to solving the equation and identify the types of the equation. Solve the linear equations, solve the rational equations, and solve the formula for a specific variable. A variable x that represents a number or a quantity. A statement indicating that two quantities are equal we call an equation. For example, when you have 2x equal 4, so we solve for x equal 2. Any number that satisfies an equation we call is a solution or a root of the equations. When the set of all solutions of an equation, we call that it's a solution set. For example, 2x equal 4, x equal 2, this is one solution or one root. When you have x squared equal 4, so x equal plus minus 2. So you have the two solutions. So two solution or two root. When you have the x power 3, that means your solution set, you will have the 3. You will have the 3 solution. X power 5, you will have the 5 solution. So the degree power that indicate how many solutions set you will have. Generally, when we solve for the equation, by the end, we will have 3 different categories to interpret our solution. When you solve for the equation, by the end, you have the 4 equal 4. So we call this is identity. Identity equation, that means you will have the many solutions. Or x equal x, negative 1 equal negative 1. As long as on the both sides of the equation, they have the same number, that means it's an identity. Contradiction. When you have a contradiction, for example, negative 1 equals 0. This is not true. This is the wrong statement. So in that case, you will have no solution. So we'll go with a contradiction. Conditional equation, you will have the one solution, which is particular solution. So x equal 2. So you will have the one solution. So recognize what type of equation you have. Do you have the identity equation? That means many solutions. Contradiction, no solution. Or conditional equation, that means one solution. Property of the equality. So that means when A equal B, when you add the number on both sides, it still stays the same. Or when you subtract the number on both sides, the equation will stay the same. Multiply a number, when you have A equal B, multiply the same number into the both sides, the both ends still equal. Divide by a number on both sides, the equation will remain equal. But keep in mind, you'll see the number you divided into it, make sure you don't give the 0 into the bottom part. By the end, here I provide a YouTube external resource. You might find that help when watching the video. Now we are going to solve our equation. So the first type of equation we call first degree or linear equation. That means when you have the first degree equation, you only have one solution. So we'll look at the example. This equation has 3. This is the equation. Now we need to solve for x. Why? Because you have the equal sign here. So this sign indicates we need to solve for x. So the way we solve for x, first step, we just distribute. Multiply 3 into the x and the 2. So when you distribute, you will get a 3x plus 6 equal 5x plus 2. Now we combine like term, which means the variable term go to the same side, the number term go to the other side. Okay, I'm going to do my way. I don't like the PowerPoint solution here. So I'm going to bring the 5x to the left hand side and bring the 6 to the other side. Subtract this 2, you'll get a negative 2x. Subtract this 2, you'll get a negative 4. Now we divide by negative 2 on both sides. So x equals 2. So we have a particular solution. So this is a conditional equation. I hope that makes sense to you. Now we move on to the rational equations. Again, here has another external resource. You might want to watch it. Rational equations, that is the equation has a fraction, right? It's a fraction format. When we solve for the rational equation, we will multiply both sides by a quantity containing a variable. When we do this, we could inadvertently multiply both sides of the equation. All right, I'm going to skip here. All right, just show you the work. This is a question from your homework web assignment. This is the rational equations. So when we have the rational equation, you need to focus on the denominator part. So now this one, I have x plus 5 on the first element here, x minus 5 on the second element here. And on the other side, I have 5 minus x. So now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the denominator part of this term. So when I switch 5 minus x, I'm going to switch into the x minus 5, and then I put the negative sign into the numerator. So that means when I multiply this negative 1 into the denominator part, it will turn to the minus x, right? Negative x plus 5. So we'll go back to the same term. And that's the reason why I put a negative sign into the numerator. Now the left hand side, let me copy down. I have x plus 5 here, plus x minus 4 over x minus 5. Now we need to find the LCM. The least common multiple would be x plus 5 multiply with x minus 5. Because I have x plus 5 here, this term is x minus 5, they are different. So I need to multiply these two. So when I have these two combined together, it will turn to the least common multiple. When I multiply these two terms into the both sides of the equation, the denominator part will be cancelled out. So let's do this. I'm going to multiply x plus 5, multiply x minus 5 into the left hand side. So I have x minus 3 over x plus 5 plus x minus 5 over x minus 5. X minus 4 over x minus 5, sorry. There's an equal sign here. Alright, now it's equal x plus 5, x minus 5, multiply with negative 1 minus 2x. Okay, let me erase here. And over x minus 5. I will make it clear on the next step. Now we multiply these two terms into these 2 with the first term. So x plus 5 kind of like cancel out with x plus 5. So now we will have x minus 5 multiplied with x minus 3. Then plus, cancel out the x minus 5 on the denominator part. So the second term, I will have x plus 5 multiplied with x minus 4. The right hand side, x minus 5 cancel out. So I will have x plus 5 multiplied with negative 1 minus 2x. Okay, so now we clean up here, multiply these 2, use a FOIL, so I will have x squared minus 5x minus 3x. I will have minus 8x and plus 15. Plus, multiply the first 2, I will get an x squared plus 5x minus 4x. We will have plus x, then minus 20. Is equal, I'm going to put a negative sign outside, and then I multiply these 2. So I'll have the x minus 10x squared plus 5 minus 10x. Now we combine like term. So x squared plus x squared, we get 2x squared. Minus 8x plus x, we get a minus 7x. Then minus 5 is equal to 10x squared. I distribute this negative sign into the negative 10x squared. X minus 10x will get a negative 9x. So when I multiply with negative sign, it turns to the positive 9x and minus 5. Now we combine like term on both sides. Bring everything to left hand side, you'll get a negative 8x squared minus 16x equals 0. Now we take out negative 8x because that is a common factor. And we have x minus x plus 2 equals 0. So from here we can solve for x equals 0 or x equals negative 2. So you have two solutions of this equation.